take us through the stampede that killed a student this morning.
Well, as we are being told now, is that most universities have been on a high alert even before the Garissa attacks happened, because university administrations across the country had circulated memos indicating that any of the public universities may be a target for a terrorist attack. However, after the Garissa attack, students at the University of Nairobi's Kikuyu campus have been sleeping with their windows open, and most of them are actually said to have been practicing how to jump off through windows in case of an attack. So what happened this morning at 4:30, the transformer blew up, and apparently there were very loud explosions. And it was reminiscent of what happened in the Garissa attack, because the people who attacked Garissa came very early in the morning. And so for many of the students who were sleeping, it reminded them of the dawn attack at Garissa. And so some tried to jump through the windows, others tried to force themselves through the few exits in the dormitories. And so that is when so many of them were injured. The Ministry of Education now says many of them have been treated and discharged, but one is in a critical condition, and about 66 are still admitted in various hospitals in the country.
Now, Sarah, did the authorities manage to calm the situation as we speak?
Yes, the government has visited the campus, and it has also Ministry of Education officials have visited the campus, and they have also managed to visit the students who are in hospitals. They have also spoken to the country, saying that the country is on high alert. The security has been heightened in all areas, public areas, and so people should not be worried. But what happened today is an indication of the fear that the attacks by Al-Shabaab have instilled in people, to the extent that people now sleep trying to see where do I jump off in case of an attack.
Sarah, with regards to the security situation, security has been beefed up. What is the response from government with the security situation in the country as a whole, with regards to response to Al-Shabaab attacks and things like that? Is there anything else that has taken place so far, especially after seeing the response from students in Kikuyu residence?
Well, what you can notice from the outset is that there is a heightened police presence in most of the installations, in churches. I was in church in the morning today, and we were surprised to see one of the specialized forces, up to about 60 police officers in church. And in between, after the service, the priest actually stood to speak about if you see suspicious people, talking about messages that the government is saying, that the government has given them messages to speak to people, to watch out who are their neighbors, to be on the alert, whether in church, whether in hospitals. But one thing you notice, everywhere you go, you can see heavy police presence. Just yesterday, in a place called Kwale, 2 young people believed to have returned from training in Somalia and were planning to live a quiet life, were shot and killed, and we understand that they were shot and killed after residents in the area outed them. So a lot of people are also on high alert now, and they are informing security of anything that they see that they find suspicious.
Sarah, is that not creating a situation or environment of vigilantism, and could there be situations or issues of mistaken identities and things like that? Is that safe to be done?
It's possible that could happen, but the government has been, even before this particular attack in Garissa happened, has been hyping up something that they call Nyumba Kumi, Swahili for 10 houses, where you should at least know 10 of your neighbors, know what they do, know what time they come into the house, what time they leave, who are their visitors. A lot of people actually were initially objected to it because they felt that the government was getting too much into their business. But after the Garissa attack, you find a lot of people are now starting to embrace community policing. They want to, be involved. But of course, like you say, there are fears that this could also be used for political ends, and it could also be used by people out to form vigilante groups, or just out to cause fear and, even revenge in some cases.
Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. That was our correspondent, Sarah Kimani, on the line from Nairobi in Kenya.